My GF F26 thinks me M29 masturbating to porn is cheating? I don't think it's common at all. But what the rest of us think is a bit irrelevant. Your GF is the one that you are in a relationship with. So she can set her personal boundaries, you can say you aren't okay with those boundaries, have a conversation, and if no one wants to compromise, then be on your way. Literally every comment here is either saying to break up or is siding with the girlfriend with no neutrality. I really don't think either of you are in the wrong. You like porn, she doesn't. But that doesn't mean you should break up. It's necessary to talk it out before doing something like that. I honestly feel like this is something a couple could laugh about in like even a couple months' time. Talk with your GF about compromises, maybe more sex, or maybe instead masturbating to fantasies. My girlfriend wouldn't deem me watching porn cheating, however once when she walked in on me she explained how me watching porn made her feel uncomfortable, self-conscious about how she looked her body. This girl is the love of my life and I never want her to feel self-conscious like that. I especially don't want it to be caused by my actions. I just stopped watching porn. Now if she walks in and I'm rubbing one out, she joins in. Whether it's common or not, that's how she feels. And if you can't respect it, then you too should reconsider your situation. IMO, it's not cheating, but I'm not dating you, she is. If it's upsetting her and crossing her boundaries, you need to talk about it. Why are you watching porn in the first place? Is it a lack of sex, or is it just for entertainment or even an addiction? How frequent is it? Does she think masturbating without porn is cheating? You will also need to think about what you value more, her or porn. Would you rather date her and not watch porn, or watch porn and break up? That's a decision that you will have to make based on your own values. If I had any advice, it would be to stop with the porn if this is one of few issues in the relationship and you don't want it to end. Relationships are exercises of compromise, and at least for me, I would give up porn if I got to keep a great woman. Women and men view porn differently on average. If she believes it's cheating and knows you actively take part, she's going to lose her love for you. In the future, you should ask your future girlfriend if she's cool with you whacking off to porn, so you'll know if it's acceptable. I think the whole everyone is entitled to what they want in a relationship mindset doesn't fully encompass how real relationships develop. It's entirely possible to have objectively bad preferences. Someone who thinks just looking at other people is cheating, for example, is an objectively bad preference. But you wouldn't say, well, either you can try not looking at other people, and if you can't, I'd say you're incompatible. These preferences are usually the result of a person's culture, trauma, past relationships, childhood development, etc. If situations come up that don't make sense to you, it's time to have a conversation about it and understand and work through whatever caused them to have these beliefs in the first place. Why does she consider it cheating? How does she feel about porn? How does she view sex? How important is sex to her? In what way? What is she afraid of? Why is she afraid of it? Or what about it disgusts her? If there's no resolution, and neither party is willing to balance things out for each other or understand each other, there is no compromise, and only then would I ever consider a relationship a lost cause. I have seen girls with this preference straight up listed in their dating profile. But yeah, some girls don't want you looking or showing interest in other women besides them. 1. It's extremely common. 2. She's allowed to believe that. 3. You're allowed to leave and find a partner with more compatible values. You'll be happier for it, and so will she. She's allowed to have boundaries. If you don't think you can honor them, I'd say you're incompatible. Is it common? No. Is it her right to have that boundary? Yes. Seems you two might be incompatible. Additional female perspective. Have you considered that this may be less about jealousy and more about discomfort with the nature of a lot of the porn out there? I once stumbled across my ex's hidden porn stash. I wasn't so much troubled by the fact he was watching porn and hiding it from me as the fact the videos were really misogynistic. One was called Meat Holes. Another was called Cum Troopers. They all featured really young women with fake breast teeth, hair lips. Some advertised violence. Finding out that your partner enjoys watching women get sexually debased, abused, and called names can be pretty confronting. There is erotica out there which isn't so gross. Stuff that involves women as agents, not just objects, and both partners enjoying it. I wonder if maybe there's any scope for a discussion about whether there's anything that she does like, which you guys could maybe even watch together as inspiration. OTOH, maybe she just doesn't like you beating off to other people. Fair if that's her boundary. If your boundaries are different, that's just life. You're allowed to watch porn, and she's allowed to break up with you for watching porn. I personally don't consider it cheating, but it doesn't matter what I think because I'm not the one dating you. A lot of women see men looking at porn as emotionally cheating. Like you're not physically there, but you're thinking about putting your junk in another woman. I think voyeurism is the term. Women think that if you continuously watch porn that you think more about having sex with other women than with them. Now what to do about it? I'd tell her how you actually view porn and go from there. It's kind of a you both work through it problem instead of a let's leave her because her feelings bother me vibe. Be the better man and work through your shit instead of evade. Same for her, she needs to be mindful that most men think about sex stuff a lot lol. We once had this discussion. She was very upset. I asked her how she felt about those tentacle porn anime shit she's been watching. She sucks at hiding her tracks. It's absolutely not the same thing. It's cartoons. Come on, it's weird fantasies about underage girls who get molested by alien monsters against her will. If you care for the actress actor, I would find those hentai stuff less offensive, but on a cheating level? If you post it here instead of having an adult conversation with each other about it, your relationship is doomed regardless of who is right. Everyone else has said helpful stuff, but I also want to offer that there's a lot downsides to watching porn. It might be worth it to learn a little bit about that. It could be in your best interest to stop, regardless of how the girl you were dating feels about it. Aside from the complexity of the issue of you watching porn, the question could be asked, how exactly did she find out? If you were sitting down in front of her and just whipped it out, then yes, there is a problem there. It's not a common belief, a fake, but your GF is also the total authority on what her own boundaries are. If she thinks you jacking off to porn is cheating, then she has outlined a boundary to you that you either need to respect or you need to seek a different relationship.